Hello everybody, they call me Muse and welcome you back to Lords of the Fallen, where I'm having a jolly good time. We got some cool new weaponry, with our short sword and our flail that both bleed up our enemies, and we may have freed a blacksmith, which may allow her to go back to the hub. I'll have to check. We also ran into a boss that bodied us, but that's how it goes in these games. I think I want a bit of a warm-up before we try and fight that boss again, so let's pop back to the hub if we can. Let's have a quick poke around the place, see if our blacksmith chum has indeed showed up. Because it'll certainly help against the boss if we can upgrade our weapons and such. There we go. Who's this fellow? Hello.
You again. Gerlinda found herself a place to do a little business. She hasn't seen any other Growork since arriving in this shithole kingdom. But, Growork or human, sturdy armor and lethal weapons are a universal language.
Well, how much is true? Is this the slave that you were talking to last episode, maybe? I didn't see anyone else in your cage, but that seems likely.
Speaking of business, Gerlinde has something you might be able to help with.
I'll try.
She's looking for some items. This whining bag of bones left in Mornstead a long time ago.
Galinda is undeserving of what she seeks, traveler. And self-centered besides. You would do well not to aid her in...
You know full well the agony Gerlinde can inflict on you as long as you wear those manacles, Sparky.
My name is not...
Silence! Annoying as he is, Sparky does possess certain very rare knowledge, which he refuses to share. But he carves this knowledge in crystal, and now Gerlinde wants those crystal tablets to help in her runesmithing. So, if you find any in your travels, bring them to Gerlinde, and she'll do right by you.
Well, this is interesting. We've got two sides of a moral quandary, I suppose. Sparky doesn't want me to bring back the rune smithing crystals to Gerlinde, but she's my blacksmith. She's going to make my weapon stronger. So I might have to do an unpleasant act to get the most out of her.
As I would not to Galinda, I will not reveal the locations of the tablets to you, traveler, even upon pain of death.
Understandable. Now, what can we do with you, Gerlinde? We can upgrade our equipment. We've got 19 little chunks. And if I was paying attention correctly, then it goes 2, 4, 6. So you need 12 chunks to upgrade a weapon to like level 3. And then you'll need 12 of the next thing, then 12 of the next thing. So it's very Dark Souls. So we've got 19, so we could do a few things, but we don't have any cash on us because we died to a boss. Can sell some stuff. Sold a few things at least. We might not have enough vigor to get everything leveled up. But we've got our Hallowed Praise ups +2. Ah no, it doesn't require... because now it requires just one of the next level of chunks, so it doesn't require 2, 4, 6 as I initially believed. Maybe it's different for different weapons, or maybe I wasn't fully paying attention to everything. But either way, we got a +2 and we got a +1. That's progress. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go out and get a bit more vigor by going back down this way and through here, because we came back this way after a run, but we were kind of running for our life because we were in Umbra and things weren't going well for us. But we haven't had a proper explore around this area, I don't think. Our lantern's making noises. I guess that's why. Now we could flop over there. There is a path down there. Did we come back that way? That might be the way that we came back before. Let's drop over here. See what's about. Nice sunlight, that's what's about. That looks like another point where there could potentially be a path. But let's go up these stairs. So we're not going to find any new items or anything around here. We are going to find buggers though, who we can bash up. And there was a second door that we had the key for. Was it in this direction though? Or am I wildly incorrect about these things? It's entirely possible. Hello, friend. Now we've got a mace man. He wants a piece. Okay. Cool, we can one-shot these dudes now. That's good. But yeah, I'm not sure there's much point in coming back this way. I think there isn't a door down here that we can get through, so that's fine. But it got us a bit of vigor at least. I think, is there a way? There will be a way. I want to turn on the ability to just see my HUD at all times. I also want to turn off camera shake, because heck with that. Why are tutorials turned off? Tutorials were on. I didn't turn them off at any point, did I? I certainly didn't intend to. HUD visibility. Normal. I'd just like to be able to keep an eye on my health bar and how much vigor I'm carrying at any given moment. And I'm also curious, can I trigger this lift and then get out of it? I can. So there's always the possibility that lifts might have things stuck on top of them and things like that. Let's pop into Umbra and see what we can see. Okay, there's nothing there. If we come this way, there's something over there. And then that allows us to... Oh yeah, this was the bit where we could drop down onto a lower path, wasn't it? But we needed to be in Axiom first. Because then we would use this to get partway across. And down we go. And then it was down here, wasn't it, where I got mugged by a bunch of dudes because I wasn't in this mode and they all just appeared. Are they going to appear now? Or do I have to just keep going? And then they'll spring up behind me somewhere. There they are. But heck with them. We're over here now. Oh wait. Are we already... Yeah, we're already out of time. I guess I didn't rest when I walked back, did I? So I guess our time hasn't reset and we're at risk of horrible creatures whenever we go into Umbra. That's cool. We've learned that there wasn't much else we needed to do in that direction. So I guess we might not have much choice but to go and try and fight that boss again. Okay, we've done a bit more upgrading. We've now got a +3 and a +2. It's about as good as it's going to get. Let's also go and chat to the other guy though. Oh no, our eye's completely closed, so even though I've rested now, our eye is closed and we are at risk of bad dudes perhaps. Hand over Bowl of Revelations. What is a Bowl of Revelations? I guess it's something that we picked up, but I don't remember where. Strange ancient bowl of Nahusa origin. Okay. I guess you can have it.
A key to shadowed halls of the past. Their delights now yours to indulge in, bearer of the lamp.
Good. I assume that's good. Okay, so everything you're selling requires vigor, because I did notice that, yeah, these umbral scourings can be traded with Molu. But it seems as though you're not selling anything yet that we can use these to purchase. So, yeah, won't worry too much about that then. And we've got nothing else here. No umbral eyes available. Have we got anything that lets us upgrade our lamp yet? No, we need the antediluvian chisel. Okay. And upgrading it would give us what? An extra soul flare charge, a secondary socket, and additional dread resistance. Is dread the thing that builds up when you're in this shadow world? I'm not sure. The game is definitely cagey about a lot of things. Any of these dyes look particularly exciting? No, they all look fairly shadowed, so won't worry about them. So I guess it's time to learn that new boss. I kept dodging too late when she jumped back and fired her arrows. I need to start dodging while she's jumping back, I think. Normally I dodge too early in games like this. But no, I think dodging too late was the problem. Now, have we? No, we haven't. There we go. Send the elevator back up, because no doubt we're going to need it. Now. Which way was it that we were looking to progress in? I think it was down this corridor. Yeah, we came down this corridor. And then I was like, I'll just explore a little way. And one little way later, we were in a boss fight. It would be nice in games like this if elevators could just magically recognise where you want them to be at any given moment. Like, they would just sense you getting close and automatically pull themselves into position. I'd like that, rather than having to trigger them every time. I mean, it's not a huge deal, I just need to send it back up after me, but still. And here's our boss fight. It looked like the hounds were respawning, so I think we need to focus on the main character. Oh, Christ, I wasn't expecting it to come in like that. Oh, piss. I forgot how to sprint. Jeez. Maybe we do need to take out the dogs. Because she just wrecks us there. Now, where did I leave my souls anyway? My vigour, if you will. Yeah, she summoned more dogs. Multi-boss fights are the worst. Right. Making progress. Oh, piss. Yeah, she gets off those shots so quick. Look at her health. We did nothing. If this is the only way forward, then that's sad times for us, because that's a tough fight. I'm tempted to just go back out into the rain and try and explore further, but no, I suppose this boss fight deserves a few more tries before we say heck it and move on. So take out the dogs, then you've got a bit of a window to take out her. But she's no slouch even without the dogs, so I could put a shield on and try and block some of her attacks. But I don't want to be a shield guy. I want to be a dual wielding guy. There should be no reason why I can't be. Oh, piss. I didn't get out of the elevator in time. This is why I want magic elevators. Because I don't want to be stuck in an elevator when I'm trying to send it back up. In general, this just makes me realise how much I've been coddled by Elden Ring and not having to have boss runbacks. Because they are the worst thing. We did it right this time. We passed one of the most basic skill checks. I guess there's nothing exciting in this hallway. No. And there's nothing exciting down there. Just oblivion. So we try again. Maybe this time we'll retain our vigour if we can. Right, there's a dog. Yes. Right. That dog's out of the way. Oh, come on. Oh, piss. Oh, break. Yeah. And now we failed to get back up withered health. And now we're just dead. Didn't even get started that time. It's too dang mobile. Was there anything else down below if near the blacksmith? Maybe there was another way we could have gone down there. Save that boss for later. On the one hand, I don't want to give up on a just because of a couple of bad goes. But on the other hand, I don't want this episode to be I die to the same boss multiple times. What's up here? Chumps. That's what's up here. Hello, fellow chumps. Ah, is this the door that we broke through to get into this area? That's the back end of it. And then that's how we first found the blacksmith. That's ringing faint bells. So if that's the case, then what's out in the direction of old Spiky Boy? I'm not sure now. Because I thought we came in via the tunnel that Spiky Boy's guarding next to the vestige. So maybe this is new. Maybe not. Let's find out. We can... Yeah, this does look familiar because there's those two red blobs. So yeah. Ouch. Okay. This was a mistake. Can I heal? This is all going wrong. There we go. Ouch. Yeah. We've been this way then. So down here we've got a dude. Yep. Did I parry it? I might have done. Oh, got my healing. Dang, we're dead. That's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I parried that guy at one point. And parrying is certainly an option at all times. Ah, this guy's got a thing. Bonk. So we can parry. There we go, that was a parry. Oh. That was a fail parry. But we got him down. So yeah, maybe I've become a parry guy. Agony's Light. What's that? When it's at home. I kind of want to check. Preferably when I'm not being shot. Tool of Self-Punishment, which also serves as a Radiant Catalyst. Interesting. Lovely. Got slightly distracted there by cats causing a ruckus in the background, but I'm not going to blame them for my dismal performance. That's all on me. So, what's going on out here? And is any of it new? Or is there any way forward at this point past that horrible boss? Let's see. At least the rain stops when you're in Umbra. That's nice. Don't have to listen to that all day. Although the lightning's still kicking off. So we can jump across here. We can push this ladder. That gives us access to a new spot. Or access... Ah yeah. We were here before, weren't we? What's this way? A fellow. Hello. Oh, heck. It's a second fellow. They just spring up out of the floor, which I don't like. It's cheap. Now, what's down here? Much of anything? Someone's firing ranged attacks at us again. Over there. Very well. We'll kind of ignore you for now, because I'm just looking around. Just trying to find something to do that's not that bloody boss. I'm not having a lot of luck. I think we came down here. Yeah, there was an item of some sort. Oh. Don't know why I was expecting one hit to be enough to take out that guy, but apparently that's what I was thinking there. Another bell staff. Yeah, I feel like being out here is just retracing steps that we've seen before. Don't suppose our man's got anything new to add?
Mind yourself, Lambera. You're on a trudgeon.
No. So what was this way? There is a path over there. Can we walk in that water? Can we dismiss the water? We can. So this could be new. An Umbral Eye of Rosamund. Oh, okay, that guy hits hard. But down he goes. What's that giving us? A large mana stone cluster. Wonderful. So let's suck out some of these things. It seems like this is giving us health back in the form of withered health. So that's cool. And it's also allowing us to blow up our enemies. Oh fuck, there goes our withered health again. So it's a form of healing. And we're getting a bit of vigour from this. That's nice. What do you have for us? Ooh, antique hallowed sentinel armour. That sounds nice. Then we've got up there. We've got through here. which gives us bleed resistance balm. Lovely. And up here we've got some more goons. Yeah, we got back a bit of health there at least before our wither broke up. And some minor fire assaults, which I could be using in boss fights to buff my damage, but until we're getting somewhat close to defeating bosses, I don't want to. Pridebound. That's a tint. That's cool. And that'll let us emerge. Wonderful. Where are we? Will this lever do anything for us right now? It seems to be stuck. So is that going to bring down those cages maybe? They might be an elevator system. But until we've used one, they are stuck. So that's cool. Everything down there though, is that all new? Might be. That ladder doesn't need pushing or anything, it's just fine to go down. Let's pop back in here and just see if anything's different now that we're out of Umbra and back in Axion. Okay, it's all looking fairly similar down there. Now, armour. We can sort by armour set, that's good. Antique Hallowed Sentinel set as medium. Compared to our current set, it is slightly heavier, it seems, and it's slightly more defensive. And we can equip all. Does that equip the entire Antique Hallowed set in one shot? It does. Still doesn't look terribly impressive, but it's more defensible than my previous set, so that's great news. And we've got Ice Grip and we've got Pridebound, which gives us a red helmet. Yeah, I think we'll stick with Ice Grip. Oh yeah, applies to all. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Blue and red. For the whole thing. Yeah, that's kind of cool actually. Nice, so we've got better armour. And we look a bit more fashionable because of the tings. So let's go back into the FPS hell of this area with the lightning. And let's see what's going on. Lots of people is what's going on. And a push ladder. Is that going to take us down to somewhere we've been before? Maybe. Stop shooting me, I'm trying to look at things. Yeah, get parried, son. Ouch. Now leave me alone so I can heal. Yes! I healed and then you just took it all off in one shot. An absolute pain in the bollocks. Yeah, we need to steer clear of those folks who are flinging magic at us. Yeah, I forgot how to roll. Okay, have we massacred everyone? Mostly. There we go. Everyone's massacred. Progress can be made. You there. Oh yeah, we can't reuse these return to Axiom spots, can we? So we're stuck in Umbra now. That's fine. Small mana stone cluster.
A warm breeze blowing softly across the sand. Deep blue sky. The songs we used to sing. Little Daljaru's hand in mine. All so far away now. All gone. so sorry.
Okay. Didn't go well for them. Let's explore where this ladder takes us. Just 'cause, if this is a shortcut from somewhere we've been before... Oops. I meant to trigger that thing. Ouch. Yeah, if this is somewhere we've been before, then it's nice to know where that ladder leads us. But maybe it's not, because I don't recognise this. Also, we picked up some hallowed sentinel scripture, which might have been what Hatman was looking for. Where are we? What's this red trail of butterflies leading us to? Oh, it's leading us to him. Okay, so that's our rest site. Then we came this way. And we went through there. Okay. So we might be making some progress, you know. Not on that boss, but in general. Like, more endurance, more vitality. And we've got more places to explore. We like this. So we've got all these bums again. That's the one we want to fight. I actually forgot the attack button there for a moment. Which is kind of worrying. You need the attack button in Souls-likes. And then we went through here. We got this numpty. For them to get back across. Oh, bloody hell. Stop hurting me. Can I get across? Or is he going to knock me out of... Yeah. As expected, he knocked me out of my life. But then we spawned back on the bridge. That's interesting. So, take that guy out with ranged attacks before you come back this way, is what I'm understanding here. Or do some jumps rather than use that bridge. That would also work. But now we're back here, and we are in the Shadow Realm. So let's get back out of it and see what we can do. I guess one of the things we could do is throw javelins at people. But maybe we could just ignore everyone down there now, because we've kind of explored that bit, and we could go across that plank instead. But then there's that guy. Get plunged, son. Yeah, I think we can ignore these folks. And we can just go across here and see what's new. An item is what's new. Ardent Penitent Head Cage. Okay. Also, let's have a quick peek at our inventory. Quest upgrade materials. Hallowed Sentinel Scripture. The tome extolling the divinity, virtues and glorious history of the cleric. So I guess that's some of the subversive material, yeah, that Hatman was looking for, and he was like, bring me this stuff if you can. And also, please don't tell the others that you're bringing me this stuff. Now, what about you? Oh. I didn't want to come into Shadow Mode, I wanted to solve by that man. And now I've been yanked into the Shadow Realm once again. But hey, actually that's opened up some new path for us. So maybe that's fine. When life gives you Shadowland, explore the Shadowland. Oh, yeah. I should have dodged back there probably. It's fine. We'll flail away until everything's down. Literally flailing away because I've got a flail. Maybe I should just use flails because of my general incompetence. But we got the Relic of Perpetuation. Is it a new thing? I'm having trouble finding it in the old inventory. So maybe it wasn't that new after all. Either way, this seems to be a dead end. And you don't want to spend all day checking your inventory when you're in the Shadow Realm, because the clock probably continues to tick. So, where did Spike Friend go? Is he still there? Yeah, he is. No. I just wanted to soul flay you. There we go. You go and get your soul back. Okay, it didn't work. That'll do it. That's done the trick. And we've got a ladder we can climb down there. Okay, so that's brought us back to here. Do we know what's down this ladder? Yeah, we might be backtracking now through stuff we're familiar with. We'll piece it all together. This is a big bit where hundreds of dudes live. And then what happened? We came over here. And then, yeah, we dropped off. We did that bit. Okay, so I think we've got this bit cleared. So once again, we may have run out of stuff to do other than go and fight the boss again. Ooh, what's that? Oh yeah, that's the thing that's like, this is the way to the vestige. Yeah, get blown up, sons. Then we'll claim back some of our health. And of course we get a bunch more vigour this way. Now. Ah! Stop jizzing on me. Sam? Why has this guy got a name? Why is this guy named Sam? He's gripping us. Stop it. I don't like you. Okay, we avenged a fallen lamp bearer, apparently. That's very curious. So someone died there, and we saved them, or avenged them, and took some of their stuff, maybe? And then we just dropped dead? I'm confused. I mean, there's nothing new there. This game's confusing me in a lot of ways, but yeah, I'm especially confused by that. Now, where did we leave our stuff? Would it just be over here somewhere, or would it be down through the water? Is that it? Yeah, we were nearly back. Can we get back up here comfortably if we drop down there? I guess not, so coming back this way might not have been a good idea. But there's us vigor back, which is good. And then yeah, we can't get back. Okay. We'll have to find another way around. Oh wait, maybe we go down here? Or is that just dropping us back into... Okay, that just drops us back in. There is a way where we can drop. But I guess it's deeper in. Yeah, if we come through here, could we drop down there and did that lead us back? Or am I just making stuff up? There's that guy. What if I drop over there? It injures us. Faux show. But I feel like this is the way back to the vestige. Yes. So today's not been a wasted day. We've got a cool new armor set. We've definitely got some levels. We've nearly got enough for 2 levels there. Could I get another level if we take out Spike Boy there? Maybe. What if we Soul Flame? Can we do that? Even though he's currently got a thing. Or do we have to just do that? Alright, let's try and parry. Get parry. Okay. Parrying is not a cure-all. And we actually got wrecked by him. Bloody hell. I guess that'll happen when you're fighting in here. A little help maybe, Shovel Friend. No help from Shovel Friend. But yeah, as I was saying, we've got some cool new armor, we've got some new stats, we've upgraded our weapons. Maybe now we'll be in a better position next time to scrap against our friends down below with the hounds. One can only hope, because I feel like we are running out of things to do that aren't fight that hound mistress. So can we best her at last? I guess we'll find out next time, and until then, thanks for watching, friends.